Nope, we don't need this. Hello Exiles and welcome to another Path of Exile video. Here's an update and my final thoughts on the Magic Find RF Chieftain build. I was supposed to edit and publish this video last week, but I got too busy with work. I also took my wife on a vacation because I love her, and not because she let me play for long hours when the league started. So what changed in the build since the last video? After 5 days of farming 8 mod fully juiced maps, I finally got my hands on a Headhunter. Atlas tree I used in the description below. Naturally, we have to try the build with the Headhunter. I made 4 major changes to the passive tree. I placed a red nightmare on the left side of the tree and changed the passives to fire resistance to max out our block chance. We can also remove glancing blows because of this combination. I moved the warrior's tail and max fire resistance tattoos to this side. We're getting the missing 8 max fire resistance here. I removed the inspired learning since we already have a Headhunter. Lastly, since the explode passives here were changed to fire resistance, I tried to fit in a Herald of Ash. I accomplished that by placing reservation efficiency nodes here and using another reservation efficiency cluster jewel with uncompromising. I also bought an unset ring with flammability on hit. This is where I socketed Herald of Ash. You can remove faster attacks on the glove slot, but it would be ill-advised since we already have slow movement speed. With all these changes, how does it feel mapping with this build? I stand with what I said in the build guide that Headhunter is completely optional in this build and is just a quality of life upgrade. Clear speed is almost the same, since even without the Headhunter, we are already deleting the whole screen. The only minion modifier that I feel is the most useful to the build is Soul Eater, since it boosts our attack speed, which in turn makes our shield charge almost instantaneous. With that said, what's the best upgrade aside from Headhunter? The best upgrade for the build would be getting a good weapon. Since most of our gear is for either defenses or Magic Find, one of our only DPS equipment slots is our weapon. You can also get a good RF helm if you feel like the clear is still lacking, but since it is an influenced base, you would need to get more mana reservation efficiency elsewhere. Using a red nightmare to max out our block chance is a great upgrade for our defenses since we can remove glancing blows. Though we are losing 26% spell block, not taking 65% of the damage from the blocked hits is much better. Lastly, you could also try the Fulcrum version of the build that streamers are using. I have already tried this weapon way before this blew up. What's with that price jump? I bought the weapon 2 weeks ago for 1 divine, and now it's 30 divines. I shouldn't have sold it earlier. The only usable mod is the Ignite Reflection, and you are losing your defenses and all DPS mods from your main hand. Though it's pretty cool to have a big Ignite aura like a second RF. Final thoughts on the build. The build is serving its intended purpose as a mapper and magic finder on a very low budget, even without the upgrades I made. Unfortunately, the build doesn't scale well beyond the upgrades I mentioned. I wouldn't recommend spending many divines for minor upgrades. If you have hundreds of divines to spare for upgrades and still want this kind of playstyle, I suggest you respect to a Juggernaut Ascendancy, since 2 of the Chieftain Ascendancies are just for ease of gearing, and just get the Forbidden Flesh and Flame Jewels of Chieftain like Hinekora Death's Fury. If they don't nerf it to the ground, I'll probably league start with this build next league because of how easy it is to gear for a Magic Find character. Though, I'll probably league start with meme builds using the new contents, just like how I came up with the SRS Guardian build. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe. It would help me a lot in growing this channel. I've linked my Discord server below if anyone has any questions regarding my builds or if you just want to chat and brainstorm more meme builds. See you in the next one.